narrowed it down to two. Okay? And he is nice and she is nice.
You both.
But I really just wanted to make sure that these were normal people. And what I talked about with my therapist the other day was I'm having a hard time opening up because they're not narcissists.
Y'all, little Miss Porsha just found herself in the center of one of the most explosive scandals reality TV has ever seen, and Simon is the one pulling every string. Just a few days after Porsha came out as bisexual, Simon decided to be extra petty and leak a nasty video of her and her girlfriend. Y'all, just when we thought that these two had put the drama behind him, their divorce is just as nasty as you can imagine. But the latest move took things to a whole new level that nobody saw coming. The footage is spread like wildfire, and overnight Porsha's name was everywhere for all the wrong reasons. But Simon didn't stop there. He's now accusing Porsha of having 5 lovers while they were still married, calling her a fraud who built her entire image on lies. And y'all, when I tell you that the internet is gagged over it, I'm not even joking. And y'all, the drama is nowhere close to being over because Simon is now threatening to leak more videos, and Porsha is threatening legal action, of course, and the chaos is about to explode. So let's break it down. Y'all, if there's one thing about Mr. Simon Gabadia, is that he's always going to cause drama for Porsha. When she decided to come out a couple of days ago, we automatically knew that she was going to have a little something to say. But y'all, this is how it went down. A couple of days ago, Porsha was speaking at an event when the topic of relationships came up, and she was asked if she was starting to date again after the divorce. And not only did she admit that she had been seeing someone, she revealed that she currently is dating a man and a woman. Gagged? Take a listen.
So the people who I'm talking to now, it's just two. I've narrowed it down to two. Okay? And he is nice and she is nice.
You both.
But I really just wanted to make sure that these were normal people. And what I talked about with my therapist the other day was I'm having a hard time opening up because they're not narcissists.
Y'all, did y'all catch that little sneak that she threw at Simon? She low-key referred to him as a narcissist, which again isn't surprising because she has been saying that ever since they split up. But Simon didn't disappoint when he pulled up, calling her out for being a 3-0 foe and claiming that she already had cheated on him with multiple women when they were married. And if you're wondering why it took him so long to come out and expose her, well, sources are saying that it was because he didn't consider it cheating at the time, because she was cheating with a woman. In his mind, as long as it wasn't with another man, it didn't technically count as cheating. But now that she's out the closet and proud, he's certainly more eager to speak up about getting cheated on. But if you thought that him exposing Porsha for cheating was wild, it's about to get wilder because he just leaked some new next level nasty video of Porsha and her lesbian lover. According to him, the video was allegedly recorded while he and Porsha were still married. Allegedly, she brought her lovers into their home and then sometimes did the nasty on the same bed that she and Simon did the nasty on. Ugh. But that's not all, because word in the streets is that Simon is now claiming that he has more videos of Porsha getting her groceries ate, all by her affair partners, if you know what I mean. Not eat the booty like groceries. But if you kept up with the drama during their divorce, then you know that this isn't the first time that Simon is claiming that Porsha was cheating. He made these claims during the divorce proceedings, but he didn't reveal her affair partner was a woman, according to reports at the time. Other questions including asking her to admit or deny she filed for divorce without telling him whether she cheated on him during the marriage or whether she was sexually intimate with another person during their union. As spicy as this tea has gotten, a lot of people are low-key weirded out because it falls right into being considered as revenge pee. As some fans have pointed out, Simon is only doing this because he and Porsha had a nasty falling out and he's determined to humiliate her, even from ice cages. But considering how nasty their divorce was and how they dragged each other for filth on social media, it's not surprising that he's still bitter. Y'all remember when Porsha exposed him for supposedly having an ED, and she went on to share screenshots about ED that said, "How does a man feel when he has ED? It is common for men with ED to feel anger, frustration, sadness, or lack confidence." So she was basically saying that the reason that Simon was acting so salty was because he was dealing with the side effects of his ED. And that is some petty, nasty business. She then wrote, Things you can do to help with erectile dysfunction. 1. Lose weight if you're overweight. 2. Stop smoking. 3. Eat a healthy diet. 4. Exercise daily. Try to reduce stress and anxiety. Then Simon clapped back with, "If I don't allow witches in my life, my angel would not have to work so hard." He also wrote, "The narrative changed from imminent deportation and fleeing the country to Dubai to broke and selling luxury cars, waiting for the next narrative. The next narrative has arrived. ED. #wife for the streets." He then vowed that he was going to get his lick back, saying, "This railroad 265 day just does not get it. There are consequences for making inflammatory and defamatory statements. A woman that has a history of coming for the manhood of every ex, peddling same old narrative and tricks. Unfortunately, you met the right one." And unfortunately for him, for a long time, it looked like Porsha was going to get the upper hand in everything. The divorce went in her favor because she got his mansions and cars and even had to pay her monthly alimony. And on top of all that, he got deported to Nigeria because he was in the U.S. illegally. And there are rumors that Porsha was the one who reported him to ICE, but y'all didn't hear that from me. But anyways, Porsha continued to win and do her thing, while Simon was just waiting and watching. And the perfect moment came when she came out as being bi. It's like he was waiting for the perfect time to weaponize the videos, and she presented him with an opportunity. Fans are wondering why he still has tapes of her, with some people calling him out for being a creep. But as other people put it, all's fair in love and war. Like I said, this kind of does fit the criteria of being revenge P, which is a crime. But the thing is, it's going to be hard for Porsha to get justice because, again, Simon has been deported and he's in an entirely different continent. So the whole process of serving him legal notice and then trying to follow that up is stressful as F. So unfortunately, he might get away with it. But the thing is, not everybody feels bad for Porsha for going through this because, as some people have pointed out, she has a history of being kind of homophobic to lesbians in the past. In this one video, she had some not so nice things to say about lesbians. Take a listen.
Hey, the lesbians! Who's supposed to be trying to save them and tell them you all want me? I can use you, I can use me!
Then there's also that weird plotline on Real Housewives of Atlanta where she tried to villainize Kandi Burress for liking to explore in the bedroom. She claimed that she found out that Kandi and her husband allegedly had a sex dungeon and they were planning to drug her, take her to the dungeon, and essay her. And when that drama was over, she claimed that she found out that Kandi was a lesbian. At this point, Kandi was done with her BS and claimed to have the tea on her.
Seriously, in my mind, I'm like, surely it's not Porsha. Like, this bitch right here knows she get more than a little bit. I mean, she's definitely hooked up with women, definitely. If she gets drunk, she becomes an aggressive lesbian.
Right.
Aggressive. Like, seriously.
Y'all know when Kandi ain't the one you want to play with, so when she went on the Real, she spilled the tea and claimed that Porsha had come to her and kissed her. And she also claimed that Porsha wanted to hook up with her and her husband. Y'all take a listen.
There was a girl and girl kiss between she and I that she initiated. This was like 2 years ago, and she invited us to her hotel. Now, when she said what she said, it pissed me off because I was like, you're lying or whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, everybody's gonna assume that she's telling the truth because obviously, you know, I have bedroom candy. They assume that I'm just so freaky. You know that. So I went back 2 years and I found a text from her that was after that night, talking about that night. Oh, we was turned up, and we didn't actually take her up on her offer. Let me say that.
Okay.
Right? The kiss just happened. Let me be clear. You know, it didn't go further than that. But you know, we were having fun. Like she came at us. She asked us to come with her to the after hours spot.
Oh.
We never asked her to go anywhere.
Now, on an episode of the show, Kandi printed out the text that Porsha had sent her that night. And well, let's just say Porsha went to get freaky deaky that night.
This is a screenshot of the text. Finally got my phone back on. It's been broke for 3 days. By the way, I've been laughing every day since Queens. We was turned up for real. Just want you to know I'm not gonna you on camera, so no worries. I was like, if you say anything crazy on camera, I'm gonna walk away and leave you standing there like I don't know you. Then she says, good, Queens is Vegas, goes on there, stays there.
Yeah.
Does that sound like somebody who was afraid that somebody was trying to do something to them?
So it looks like Porsha wanted to get her freak on and engage in little girl on girl action. But she got embarrassed and then switched up on Kandi. The whole thing was a mess, but it seemed like Porsha was just ready to come out the closet at that time. But she was still low-key getting busy in the streets with women. Now, this kind of supports Simon's claims about Porsha being on the DL throughout their marriage and cheating on him with women. But like I said, nothing justifies him leaking her private tape because that's just wrong on so many levels. And at this point, it looks like karma is spinning the block on both of them. Porsha built a whole empire off of drama, and now that's the same chaos is coming straight for her. And Simon's still out for blood, and every move he makes feels more calculated than the last. What started out as a messy divorce has now turned into one of the most humiliating scandals reality TV has ever seen, and Porsha's entire image is on the line. But here's the gag. The story is not done. Simon's still hitting that he's got more videos, and Porsha's lawyering up, and the internet is split right down the middle. Some are dragging her for filth, and others are saying that Simon's just a bitter ex with too much time on his hands. Either way, this fire is just getting started, and something tells me the next round is about to get uglier.